Will. Happy Hour TV. Gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other. You never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp. He has us crying. For an electrician his banter is electrifying. There's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on Happy Hour TV. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Happy Hour TV. It's a normal Wednesday night. Nothing special's happening. Nothing, nothing to get caught up with. It's going to be a good evening. It's going to be a good evening. We've got our usual pub quiz. We're going to do a refaced and all the usual kind of stuff. So it feels like we've kind of wound down from all the Euro stuff. You guys happier now that it's kind of eased off a bit? How are you feeling, John?
Oh man, well, yeah, I am glad it's over and done with.
Yeah.
It was almost becoming bloody such a weight on our shoulders. It's like a millstone hanging on my neck.
Yeah.
It made me ill.
I was going to say it's been a couple of weeks, so it's just probably just exhausted you, just with all the with all the anxiety and stuff. So, right, good evening, folks. Hi to DJ first in, which is nice. Free Willy came in first but second, according to this. Thanks, guys, for popping in. Jen, hello, Jen. Jen's in nice and early, and we've got Annie as well. John's a bit hard to hear. John, try and put your volume up for us if you wouldn't mind.
On my mic?
Yeah, see if you can put your volume up. Thanks, Jen. Cool. What's your week been like?
Me?
Yeah,
well, pretty busy. DIY, painting windows, you saw that, Neil.
Yes.
Getting the house and cancelling holidays, rebooking holidays, and keeping out of the warm weather.
Yeah. The saga of travelling, and going on holiday. It's nothing to do. Where were you going to go? It wasn't France or anything, was it?
No, we're going to be Fuerteventura.
Where's that? What's that?
Spain, Canary Islands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Jet2 decided to cancel as a return flight today, or yesterday. So,
Yeah.
Want to fuss about.
Yeah.
Get the money back and book somewhere else. Big plus or
John, what's life been like down the pub this week?
It's been busier than usual, if I'm being honest with you.
Right.
I mean, it's been steady away for most of the time, like it generally speaking is. It ticks over.
Yeah.
But it's had its periods because the evenings have been so glorious. People have been coming out and sitting on the benches in the car park.
Yeah.
So we have had a fairly healthy crowd outside.
The restrictions eased on Monday. Has it changed at the pub, or have you kind of held on to some of those things that were in place?
No, I've ditched as
quick as possible.
Yeah. Out the door. The only thing.
Come to the bar and get your drinks. Come to the bar and get your drinks.
Operating like a pub should do.
Absolutely, yeah. And people have been sat at the bar as well, and I've been encouraging people to sit at the bar.
Yeah.
They want to get back to normality.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I have kept is the QR code.
Okay.
Because you don't physically have to touch it. It doesn't take up much room.
If people want to do it, it's there, isn't it? If people want to do it.
I mean, it's not a legality, but they have asked us nice and they said, "Will you please keep the QR code?" So.
Right.
So we've kept that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Anyone else turned into a puddle yet? I have been so warm in this office. Great Scott, I've been melting. Let's just go back through the chat and see if anyone said anything on here. Everyone just saying hello. Loads better now, John. Thanks. Good. Grand. What are we drinking, gents? Oh, I'll tell you. Shall I tell you a bit about my week? I've done I've done bugger all this week.
We know that.
The girls are away for a week, and I've been watching movies, and watching the Marvel timeline stuff. So starting at Captain America, going on into Iron Man, and all the different. Captain Marvel's another one. Another original one. So yeah, watching them in timeline order. Now, some people would watch them in chronological order, or the order that they were released.
That's what I do, yeah.
But I'm watching them in timeline order, so I'm kind of seeing, Captain America first, and things. So it's making sense, because in timeline order, I'm kind of seeing, the storylines, between them. So that's what I've been up to. The other thing I've been up to, DPD, the Glorious Delivery Guys, right, have delivered my parcel, but I never received it. So for 2 days, I have been ranting with DPD. I've been ranting with the supplier, and I even got to the point where I've been ranting with DPD so much, right, that they've hung up on me 3 times. I did call him dyslexic, and that the guy needed to go on the training course to use learn how to use his tech, his little gadget.
So it's got to desperation stage, then.
They hung up on me.
Well, I'm sure you'd do the same thing, Neil. If you.
I rang them straight back up, and I ranted again, and they hung up on me, and I rang up again and spoke to it, because every time you ring, you speak to a different advisor.
Yeah.
And they must be looking at my my name on a computer with one big red flashing flag, that says "hang up on this twat." So,
swear box yourself, Neil.
Nah. I've been right on one with them. I've been sat downstairs. Right, my office is 3 floors, up. It's on the 3rd floor. Been sat downstairs by that door waiting for a parcel for 2 days. The door has been open. I jarred it open with my shoe, just to wedge it open to let some airflow, through. It's been roasting, isn't it, right?
Absolutely.
So the door has been open. Tell me that DPD guy, all right, if he turns up and says, "Here's your box, mate," all right, "I did try and deliver it, but you weren't in," all right, I'm probably going to lump him. Because I know that door has been open for 2 days, and I've been sat in the kitchen watching that door, waiting for him to knock on it.
Can't you track it? Is there no way of getting
the tracking.
GPS?
John, me rant is I'm on me rant of the week. This one.
Sorry,
right?
Mark. I think it's good. Walks us down the garden path here. And everyone else. For that
so on the tracking, I got a text message to say your driver is 30 minutes away. All right. Right. So you keep an eye out, you put the kettle on, and you stand in the kitchen window looking out for him. All right. I had a slice of toast. All right. I'm expecting him. 15 minutes on the tracker. 15 minutes. Suddenly, the bugger's in Leeds.
Oh,
right.
Man.
Honestly, the tracker had moved from one spot 15 minutes away, and he's round the village somewhere. Right. Suddenly, bang! He's over in Leeds. Like, eh? What, has he gone in some kind of TARDIS or something and travelled through time? And it says, and then the countdown said, he'll be with you in 10 minutes. And I'm like, he ain't going to be with me in 10 minutes if he's in Leeds, is he?
No.
All right. I'm straight on the phone. All right. Where is it? Because, it's disappeared. I'm not getting the delivery. It's not arrived. It's not been delivered. It's still saying... Oh, and when it got to the time, when the countdown gets to the time slot, it said that this one's taking longer than usual. He'll be with you shortly. All right. Oh, he ain't going to be with me shortly. He's gone home.
I bet you're absolutely foaming, aren't you?
Well, as I say, they hung up on me 3 times, so it's like.
When was it supposed to come?
So this was supposed to have arrived on Monday.
Yeah.
So all through Tuesday, the door was wide open, waiting for him to knock. He never came back, and today he's never come back.
Then he got a short window to get all these goodies delivered, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, because the idea is to get them all in before the girls come back, so that they don't spot anything, you see.
Precisely. When are the girls back?
They're back Saturday.
Just ring up the supplier and say, look, send me another machine, and you deal with DPD. It's not your problem.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't the So DJ's asking the same question. This isn't the gadget. This isn't the computer. This is a Costco box, and the Costco box has just got supplies in. I knew on Thursday last week that we were heading into this weekend of hot weather, right? And I thought I'm going to stock up on drink and make sure I've got plenty in, just to make sure that I can get through this, and it should have arrived on Monday. As I say, we're now on Wednesday, but I'm dying of thirst here. It's nothing important. It's nothing important. I just love a good rant with stupid companies that can't pull their finger out. Anyway, there we go.
So have you got your backup server then, have you?
The backup server is hopefully arriving tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Just won't have much time to play with it. Yeah, that's a bit frustrating. But there you go. Hey ho. Right, let's find out what we're drinking. Let's move on from me rant. So I've been watching movies and I've had DPD. So
perfect.
Yeah. But I've got no work done because I've been sat downstairs. I'm on a Thatcher's Gold today, so I'm back to me Thatcher's. I had a slight blip last week with the Crabbies.
You quite enjoyed it, though, didn't you?
It was alright, yeah, it was quite nice. Go on, Mark, what have you got?
I'm on an Emperor.
Emperor?
Right.
Never heard of it.
Who's it by?
I think it's Penrith.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Never heard of it.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You tried it yet?
Not yet. We'll try it in a second when we clink in.
Excellent.
What are you on, John?
Well, I've got a bottle of red wine that's about 3 weeks old. Corked.
Oh.
So I've decided to sangria it in the traditional Yorkshire way by adding Coke.
Coke? Is it really? Is that really red wine and Coke?
Isn't that what they do in Japan? Don't they put Coke in red wine in Japan?
They do it in Wales. I know that. Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah, one of my ex-lady friends, she was in Cardiff, and this is all they drank on the weekend was red wine and Coke.
Really? I've never heard of that.
I've done it myself.
Goodness me.
It's not bad, is it, Mark? Yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but I'm cleaning up.
That can't. Even Brindy's saying that can't be right.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, sorry.
Annie's saying red wine and Coke ? What's the proportions? Is Brindy's asking? So what are we looking at? Half and half?
No, not. Yeah, 125 ml of red wine and top we go. So it's probably 200, probably 2 to 1.
Right.
It's a proper girls' drink.
Good.
Like
Yeah. Cheers, gents. Yeah. Good luck with that, John.
Nice one.
Yeah. Good luck.
It'll be absolutely fine. Don't you worry about me.
All right. Okay. I've no idea, Brindy, either. Don't worry. She's saying, "Oh my God, don't use mill." I have no idea what that means.
It's 2 of Coke to 1 of wine.
Right.
That's okay.
2 to 1. Right. Good. Are we ready for a refaced?
Yeah.
Let's do
I
it.
need some paper. Need a pen and paper. Give 2 ticks.
All right. Let's get on with some refaced. don't think anybody's actually noticed, but on that refaced ident, all the characters change places from our usual thing. Yeah, no one's ever kind of noticed that. It took me ages to did that. Is it ounces in the States? I think it is, isn't it? Fluid ounces. Yeah. You might be right there, Hezzy. Don't know. They might still be on feet and inches. Right. Let's do our first clip. This week we're going to go to Mark. I've gone for some odd ones this week. Should be easy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Should be easy. Yeah. Are you all set, John?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a bonus clip. If Brindy gives us permission, we'll show one of Brindy after ours. Right, here we go. This is our first clip. I need to change the share screen. Bear with me a sec. Just so that you guys get to see it. Okay, here we go. Right. I've noticed over the previous weeks, John, all right, that I've been fairly kind to Mark, all right, giving him quite handsome, actors and things. So I thought I'm just going to so here we go. See if you know this one. Should be easy.
Edward, cut it! Isn't it wild? Sit right down there.
Okay, we always watch them twice. Here we go. Let's do that again.
Edward, cut it! Isn't it wild? Sit right down there.
Okie dokie. Let's get our screen set for the next one, which is this one. Here we go.
The chicks that in that film, Mark.
That's what I said, John.
You get all the chicks in that film.
Okay, here's your next one. Okay, here's John this week. Let's find out who John is.
Yeah, she got it. Yeah.
We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
Okay, I'm roadkill.
Okay, let's do that one again. Here we go.
We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm roadkill.
I'm roadkill.
Excellent. Let me just do the next share. Okay, right. We'll go to you first then, Mark. Your first clip.
Film, obviously, Edward Scissorhands.
It was Edward Scissorhands. What was the character's name?
Edward.
It was Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, let's not make it complicated. Do you know the actor's name?
Johnny Depp.
And Johnny Depp. John, how did you do with those three?
Managed to get those three, yeah.
Excellent.
I must admit, I was thinking, shit, what's the character's name? and then it said, Edward cut it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I left that in. I thought we'll just play it safe and easy this week. Okay, right, John, on your clip.
I've got two. Go on.
On your
mask.
clip.
Yeah, The Mask.
It was The Mask.
And it's Jim Carrey.
It is.
And is his name Timkins?
Oh, I can see where you're going with it. It's not quite right. Mark,
Go on.
Go on. What were you going to say, Mark?
I would,
John?
I'm gonna say Simpkins. It's one or t'other.
Oh, you're so close. Mark, what's your thoughts?
I just named him Johnny.
Right. You're so close, John, but I cannot give it to you. All right. Mark, did you get the others? Did you get the film?
I did, yeah.
Did you get the actor? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was Stan.
Jen's got it.
It was Stanley Ipkiss.
Yeah.
All right. So you had something in your mind, and it was so close, so close. Right. Let me. Stanley Ipkiss. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's go to our final clip. Let me share for you guys. Here we go. There we are. Okay, let's see how you do with this one.
Very shagadelic, baby. Yeah. Oh. Oops.
Let's watch it
Very
again.
shagadelic, baby. Yeah. Oh. Oops.
Okay, right. You're on a tie at the moment. All right.
Oh, your hair, Neil.
So we could, yeah. So we could. Well, I have got a wig, and I would look just like that if I'd stuck the wig on. Yeah, it's quite amusing. You're level pegging at the moment, so if you both get this same points, we'll have to go to our final clip.
Don't worry, we're not going to be level pegging in a minute.
Okay, John, what was the film?
Well, I've got Austin Powers as Spy Who Shags Me.
Okay. I'll let you have that. Mark, what did you have?
I had the same.
You had the same. I'll let you have that. I think it was Gold Member, but I'm not going to be quibbling about which one because I think they might be clips from more different types. So, okay, what's the character's name?
Is that Austin Powers as well?
It is. Yeah, Mark, I'm guessing you got that.
Yeah.
And the the actor's name.
Yeah, this is the bit that I haven't got. So I've just put down Michael Myers.
Yeah,
It is Mike Myers. Yeah.
You're joking? Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Well done.
technically, it's not Michael, it's Mike.
Oh shit! I got it wrong then.
I'll let him have it for Michael. Did you get that, Mark?
We did, yeah. I got
Okay,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Brindy.
Oh.
Have we got permission from Brindy to do one more?
Yeah, we're gonna do Brindy.
It doesn't even look like me. Okay, so you're fine with it. Okay, this next one is of Brindy then. All right, here we go.
Why am I so looking forward to this?
Here we go. Easy one, this. All right, see how you do.
Yeah.
You are the Slayer. Into each generation, a Slayer is born.
Okay, let's watch it again.
You are the Slayer. Into each generation, a Slayer is born.
Right, let's. This could well decide some points here because you are both level pegging this week. John, what's the name of the TV program?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It is. Do you know the character's name?
Buffy.
Yep.
I got him. Oh, he's
I'm gonna reserve. I'm just gonna hold on to. Is that what you've got, Mark? Have you got another name or not?
No, I've got Buffy as well.
Right. I'm assuming you got the TV program though, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It's down to the final question. Do you know the actress's name?
No, I've not even guessed.
Right. Mark.
I've got something, but I'm not sure it's right. I think I'm on the right tracks.
No looking at the chat.
Something Geller.
Oh.
Well, I've written down Sarah Geller.
Evening, chaps. You all right?
I'm going to let you have that, Mark. It is Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I had that was my other name. I had Michelle.
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar. So well done. I'll let you take that.
Jennings has come to say hello, Neil.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Neil.
We're just
I'm not saying good evening to this fella here at bottom. That's what he saw.
Only because we beat you last night.
So it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. The character's name. You'll remember this now that I'm going to tell you. All right.
We're doing a refaced thing.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Think Anne Summers. Right.
All best, lads.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Think Anne Summers, because that was her name, Anne Summers. So there you go.
I don't think I ever watched it.
So when you walk past Anne Summers in town, you'll think Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Or you might not.
I'll probably, if you explained that to me in about 2 hours' time, I would be hearing it for the first time, Neil.
Really, you'll forget it. Really? I never knew that her name was Anne Summers. So now, now when you see the shop front or whatever, you'll be like, oh,
So when you're googling Anne Summers, when you get caught, you can say, no, I'm researching.
I'm researching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah.
And they all shut down.
I don't know.
Yeah, you tell us, Mark.
He's not been able to find it on his Google search. Right, leave it there, folks. Let's go on to our chat. There we go. Brindy's saying, I didn't realise you did a new one, Neil. Well, I've got your photo, Brindy, so I can just chuck one in whenever I like. I'll make sure that they're decent. They're not too bad. Right. Edgy's back with beers. Good lad. We'll clinky in for Edgy. Well done. Cheers.
I'm just getting a top up at the minute, Edgy.
Service is a bit slow, John.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of headlock out.
John, have you got some questions for us?
Yeah, I've got a serious one and a not so serious one.
Let's do the serious
one.
Yes.
Right. So the questions,
and then we'll lighten up the mood towards the end.
How do guys? You're right. Yeah. So the questions this week have been sponsored by an anonymous lady. I mean, I can't mention her name, but it is Lauren who works for me.
The one that just giggled.
Correct, yes, it was her just giggled. So, okay, so, and what contributions from everyone? Neil, can you take that screen off?
Sorry, yeah, you're still looking at Brindy, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice image, but
punches in the head.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Bear with, right.
Yeah, a bit intimidating that.
There we go.
That's better. That's better.
All right.
So, contributions from the chat, please. Should the death sentence be brought back in the UK?
Ooh.
And if so, what crimes would you deem fit and appropriate?
I think I've got two sides of me. I'm kind of like a split sort of answer on this one.
Well, I know what my answer is.
Yeah, and it is probably one half of mine is yes. And anything to do with sex crime, stuff, and things, anything to do with that, they should just be murder.
Well,
if they've killed somebody, then,
these guys who put together backpacks full of bombs and nails and go to a Ariana Grande concert, and wreak havoc like that, they should be instantly, by whatever method human rights deem fit, if you gas them slowly over 2 days, whilst I've got a massive supply of grapes and strawberries, do whatever, but do them in. Do them in. They don't deserve to live.
I think that's the half of me that kind of agrees with you, and then I've got the other half where I just think everyone needs to have a chance,
Tell that to the victims. Look at the victims and the families in their eyes and
I think that's the harsh reality of it. I think that's why I've split. That I'd be like, yeah, I can completely understand it. Yeah. My great uncle passed away from one single punch. He fell backwards and banged his head, and he died. Yeah. And you think that the guy just needs locking up. I think he had 2.5 years and he was out. 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I think he was set to serve a 4 or 5 year manslaughter sentence because it was a punch. Didn't intend to kill him.
No.
So I think he was in for a 4 or 5 year, and he came out 2.5 on good behaviour. And you're like, what justice is that?
The thing is, Neil, we've all punched someone, haven't we?
Yeah.
That could have been. Yeah. It could have been any of us. You have that moment of madness. And you think, you know what? I'm going to give you a crack. And that your great uncle was just bloody unlucky. He probably fell over and hit his head, didn't he?
He fell backwards and hit his head.
Hit his head on the floor. Yeah. Yeah. It's a tragedy.
He was an old man. I think he was in his 70s, and this young lad was in his late teens.
What a div, man!
And decided to whack him. So when you think of it like that, did that guy, should that, because he's killed somebody, should he have, had a more harsher penalty, or because we were all shocked at 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We were like flipping heck, what justice is that?
Well, if you look at it another way, it's 10% of his life, isn't it?
Yeah.
At that point. It's difficult for me if I because I'm not passionate about it. It's for you. It's difficult because it hurts. But it's your great uncle. But I would say that it wasn't premeditated. It was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah. So
he didn't wake up that morning thinking I'm going to do that bloke in.
But for years, we've known that the phrase "the law is an ass." Right?
Oh God, yeah.
Because they're not. The punishment isn't fitting the crime.
No.
Right? So all the sentences are getting shorter. People are getting out on good behaviour, but they're reoffending because they haven't served their time, long enough to kind of right the wrong. So it's a very, very difficult one. In terms of the death penalty, I think you're right, John. I think the severity of the crime, deserves the appropriate punishment.
Absolutely, yeah.
The one that really niggles me is the ones that harm children sexually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they don't. It's so habitual as a behaviour that even if they went inside, they'll come straight back out 10 years later, and they'll be back at it because it's habitual. So. It's a difficult one, really difficult.
I would consider them, absolute evil. So that they need necking. They do. I mean, I would first of all try and just castrate them completely and give them is it a cranial lobotomy? Is that what it is? where they get a knitting needle and they stick it up in the eye socket They stick it right into the brain and they wiggle it around. That's what they used to do. You know, back in the day when they had those asylums and they tried to correct Dickie Doo's behaviour. Well, I'd sculpt, you know, completely mess up them pedos.
It's a difficult one.
What are people thinking in chat? Have we got folks leaning one way or the other?
Prison sentences are a joke over here. You know, the length. One punch campaign is a big thing now. People are just saying, yeah, in most circumstances. It's just people will have different opinions, you know, and a bit like myself, I'm split. You know, I'd want to rehab anybody. I want to kind of try and correct behaviour. I want to try and sort people out, and you know, so there's the compassionate side, but then you've got the vile, you know, nature of crime. That you just think that the punishment isn't right in this country.
No,
we're too soft.
People make a career out of being scumbags. It's a lifelong choice for them.
There's news locally for us. Chaps in Huddersfield, 3 chaps have been put to prison for 42 years combined. Combined 42 years for child abuse stuff. But you know that these guys aren't going to do 42 years. Our system doesn't make it 42 years. You know, they might be out in 20. You know, which between 3 of them is about 7 years each. It's nothing for the damage that it's caused to the family and to the child. You know, that's involved, that now has to live with that for the rest of their life.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
We're back in that same area as well, and she's...
No, I know about anything.
Tough one, that, John. Really tough. Let's go on to our pub quiz. And people can debate and chat about that, and we'll come back to it. All right, let's do our quiz.
Switch off your phones, it's pub quiz time. Over to Mark.
Mark, specs are on, he's set, ready to go. Right, yeah, let's get me pad ready. Okay, pub quiz time, folks. No answers in the chat. You can put silly answers if you like.
Just PM me.
Might need it this week.
Oh no! Why did you say that?
Thank you, Brindy, for just doing. Thank you, Brindy, for just shooting through some shout outs for us. He may not be in here, but could you just do a shout out for Red Mozzie as well, please? And Sea Gunner, of course. Yeah, but if you could do a shout out for Red Mozzie, I'll be probably catching up with him later in the week for some music streams. Do like those. Okay, Mark, let's go with it. So,
right, we all ready?
Yeah,
good to go.
Okay. Number 1. What colour is the star on the flag of Vietnam?
Vietnam.
It's not hard, Neil. Is it blue, white, green, or yellow?
You see, I
can't even picture the flag full stop.
I had 2 options, and you've said both of them. Well done, Brindy, for doing your own. Yeah. Well done, Brindy, for doing your own shout out. You're allowed.
Right, number 2.
Yeah.
Gone for a Burton is a phrase used by World War II pilots, meaning gone missing. But what actually is a Burton? Is it a place? Gone to the toilet? A brand of beer? Or a lie down?
What are the options again, Mark?
Right, yeah. So gone for a Burton, There's actually another meaning for a place, gone to the toilet, a brand of beer, or a lie down.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3. What was Linda McCartney's maiden name before she married Paul? Was it North, Eastman, Westman, or Southall? Number 4. In which American state is the Pentagon? Is it in Washington, Georgia, New Jersey, or Virginia?
Just looking at Sea Gunner's answer.
That's it. Number 5.
See you in a bit, Brindy.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Which decade saw the last execution by guillotine in France? Really quite fitting, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, or the 80s?
Ooh. Got my glasses on. I'm squinting at everything.
There you go.
No, there we are.
Jen's asked what the question was again.
Which number 5?
I think so, yeah.
It was number 5. Which decade saw the last execution by guillotine in France? Was it the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, or the 80s?
Oh, that's better. I can see it.
Number 6. In films, whose surname was Rokitansky?
Say that again. What? Whose?
Whose surname was Rokitansky? Yeah. Do you want me to spell it?
No, that's all right.
Yeah. So was it Judge Dredd, Mad Max, Running Man, or Robocop?
Give us the options again, because I know it's not 2 of them.
Right. Judge Dredd, Mad Max, Running Man, or Robocop?
God, in my book, it could be any of them. I like your answer, Sue.
Number 7. The London Marathon traditionally takes place annually in which month of the year?
Jen is asking for number 4.
Oh, number 4?
Number 4 was what state is the Pentagon in? We don't need to give her the options. She should know.
You won't need any options, will you? Number 7?
Yeah.
So, we'll go again. The London Marathon traditionally takes place annually which month of the year? March, April, May, or September?
That was a jump.
Yep. If you have otalgia, Otalgia, What are you suffering from? Hay fever, constipation, earache, or pins and needles? Number 9. Bacchus was a Roman god of what?
Oh, I've actually could have got one right then.
Death, wine, or underworld, or wisdom?
Do you know the answer to that, John?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Only because my dog's called Bacchus.
Exactly. Right, and the final one, number 10. What was Che Guevara's real first name?
Che Guevara's?
Yeah.
No idea. Who is it?
Yeah, it'd be something really, really camp, won't it? Like Percival.
Yep. Right. Che Guevara, real name, was it Santiago, Diego, Ernesto, or Pablo?
Okie doke. Right. We're going to go through the answers, folks. If you want to play along, you're welcome to put your answers in the chat. We're good to go. I've got no crossings out this week, John.
No, neither. I was about to change number 10, but I decided against it.
Don't have much hope. Maybe a couple I knew the answers to.
I think I know the answer to one.
The dog one. Number 9. Yeah, this is going to be a low scoring week, this one. Okay. Go on then, Mark. Hit us with them.
Okay. Number 1. The star on the Vietnam flag is yellow.
Neil, how'd you get on?
Blue. No good.
Number 2. Gone for a Burton.
I'd like to think it was beer. John?
Well,
It is beer.
oh, well done.
It's a brand of beer. Burton's beer.
Yeah. Oh,
Gone for
good.
Burton. Gone down the pub.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
What did you put though, John?
I put lay down. A bit morbid, really, isn't it? But I put a lay down.
Okay.
Right.
Thought you would have put beer.
Well, the thing is,
It seemed too obvious.
Burton is a really well known area for its naturally its qualities of the water. So the breweries brew really good pale ales in Burton on Trent. But anyway, so I just thought that it's almost a bit too much thumb in your nose, you know, when someone's crashed their aeroplane and clearly died, to say, oh, he's off on piss, isn't he? But it sounds good, you know. Yeah.
It's also the home of England, isn't it, where they train, so...
Is it? Yeah. Fantastic.
Go on, number 3.
Number 3, who was that? Linda McCartney. Yeah. So you've got
25% chance of getting this right.
So which way have you gone?
I went Southall.
Well, I feel
John?
like in a curveball because of the goalkeeper. I went Eastman.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, I guessed Southall as well.
I wondered if you'd both go for that.
Yeah.
Right, number 4, Pentagon. Got any in your chat here?
Yeah, so Sue's saying Virginia. I've put down Georgia.
It's Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. Well done, Jen.
Number 5.
We didn't get a cheer from John, so I'm guessing.
Oh no, I've yeah. To be honest with you, it's such a big place, isn't it, America? Unbelievable.
Yeah, to know where all your states are, you know, it's like a it's a challenge.
I was looking at the map today doing it, and I was surprised where some of them were.
Yeah, something massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
My auntie and uncle came over and we were having dinner a couple of years ago, and I said, "Oh, how far away is California from you then?" And they said to me, "We are closer to you than we are California."
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? You got that massive pond in between us. You know, and yet from one side of America to the other side of America, that is still wider than it's a bigger distance than it is from the East Coast to the UK. Bonkers.
So, two mins for Ruffin is a chap that's sometimes in our chat. I believe he's West Coast, and then Brindy is East Coast, and Jen is Kentucky. So she's
Kentucky.
I don't think. From what I remember, I don't think it's too far in East Coast.
But it's southern, you know.
Similar time zone to New Orleans.
So she's got more of a twang than the ones further up. Yeah. She's got more of a twang.
Cool, yeah. Love to have you on one day, Jen.
Cool. Number 5. I think this might be quite late. I think a lot of human rights stuff either came in late 60s or 70s. So I'm saying 60s.
70s. What is 70s?
77, I think, if I remember right.
Bloody hell!
Wow.
I thought it was quite late. You can't catch people jumping on boats, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
I can't believe. Don't get me on another rant. I can't believe that the UK is paying them to keep them there.
Yeah.
What's that about? Do your bleeding job.
We'll give you 60 million just to stop them getting on boat.
Bloody hard work, innit? Well, why don't they all club together, go to the country wherever they've come from, and build them some proper chalets? I don't. Well, yeah. Butlin style, just build a shitload of chalets.
Support them where they're at, I suppose.
Give them a little factory, give them some sort of commerce to get the teeth into, get a job.
It's not. I'm not worried about. You know, I don't want to get concerned with the reasons why they flee their country. There's obviously a reason and things, but we just seem to be a magnet. You know, they must just think, oh well, you know, we'll go to the UK, you know, and they'll travel through Europe, you know, to get there, and get on a boat on a little dinghy, the dinghy, you know, out in the water, and you're like, we haven't, you know, where have they got this message, you know, that it's all rosy over here, you know, to not want to stay in the Mediterranean where it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Why come to rainy old England? Doesn't make sense, does it?
They've been doing it for thousands of years. The Vikings fell in love with this place, didn't they, as well? Everyone's fallen in love with the UK.
Oh, Edgy, thank you so much. Brindy will be so pleased that you've topped up her sub. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. If you can do a shot for Edgy, John.
Of course I can. Yeah, of course I can.
I know we were influxed over the Euros. I think you're probably owing about 10, 12.
Yeah.
But
we'll make our way through.
We'll do that. Go on, Mark. Let's carry on. So number 6.
Number 6. Rokatansky. Surname. Yep.
Right. It's not. It's not RoboCop, because that's Murphy.
Oh shit! That's what I put.
And it's not Mad Max, because he was just known as Max. Don't think he had a surname.
Oh, Max raised his eyebrows.
It is Mad Max.
You're kidding. I thought.
Oh no!
Oh,
It's
Jen.
mean.
Jen, thank you so much for those bits. It is appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
100 bits dropped in.
What shot shall I have?
Can't let Edgy be the only one giving. Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
Gotta
Thank
ask,
you so much.
gotta ask Edgy. You have to ask Edgy.
John's
Yeah.
sick.
John, can we ask Edgy what shot you would like for John to enjoy?
Would you like?
I'm with you, Jen. I
rum,
didn't
a
think he
liqueur.
had a surname. I thought because it was some weird world. I
got
just
it.
thought his name was Max.
Got Sambuca. Oh, nasty.
Okay,
What's a Sambuca?
so I'll.
Max Katansky is his title character.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was his.
I think I've got the next one right.
Get back to it.
The London Marathon, John.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
Obviously.
month did you put it down for?
Traditionally, it is normally in
September.
I think it's May.
April.
Ah.
This year it's in October, I think. That's all they're carrying on, but normally in April.
Ah.
I think quite a lot goes on in April. I think it's like maybe boat race and Grand National and all that
like-
carry on.
As soon as Easter hits, isn't it? You know, everything starts. Yeah,
I think so, yeah, somewhere.
yeah.
Number 8,
What was the
Atalgia.
Altalgia? Altalgia?
Atalgia.
Enjoyable.
Working tomorrow.
You'll be fine, mate.
Is it the posh name? Is it the posh name for pins and needles?
It's not, no, it's an earache.
Can I have a vodka shot, please? Of your choice. A flavoured one. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
He's in the snack. He's in the snack box. He's in the snack box.
know,
Watch
he's
him.
in there,
Watch
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Grandma from Vicini.
Yeah.
Hello to Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Grandma for the
Right.
Right. Number 9. John and John. Bacchus. Roman god of.
Wine.
Yes.
He's
Ah.
also reputed to be involved in orgies and various other forms of adult merriment.
He probably.
I went for wine.
Like a singer.
John.
I'm not sure which flavour vodka this is, but this is for.
This is for Edgy. Well done.
Yeah,
That's
well
clinky and cheers to you. Cheers. Thank you, Edgy. Oof. And you get that face, John.
Oh, no. I'm just not used to vodka. It's actually quite a nice one. I think it's a raspberry or something.
Just share with us quickly, John, before we go to the final answer, the other names of the pets, because you have gone for some odd names.
Yeah.
Agony is a cat.
Yes.
And what's the other cat's name?
Venom and Riot.
Venom. And what?
Yeah. Riot.
And Riot.
Yeah.
Weird cat names. Yeah. But who named them?
Well, me really, because they're all black and white, and I've got a bit of a man crush on Tom Hardy anyway.
Right.
And Tom Hardy, if you're watching the films,
Okay.
watch the film Venom, and you'll love it.
Ah. Is that where this is all where all these names have come from then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah,
Yeah. So
right. Oh, I didn't realise.
I think what they're called symbiotes.
Yep.
I think.
Right.
So Venom is a symbiote, and so is Agony, so is Riot.
Right.
And yeah, so it's like their particular grouping of superhero status.
And
They all
he's
have different traits, don't they? Like anger and...
Yeah.
Annie's liking the adult merriment.
Absolutely, Annie. Yeah, absolutely.
Final answer, Mark.
Final answer, Che Guevara's real first name is Ernesto.
Oh, you're joking. I was going to cross out my answer and put that. But I didn't. Because that's how I roll.
Dreadful run. I hope you've got more than me, John. You should have.
Have we all scored this week?
No, not great. Just the one flipping heck.
One?
Just one. That's dreadful round.
We know John got one.
Yeah, I got one, yeah. I managed... Oh, shit.
Did you get 4?
Yeah, I managed to scrape 4 out of it, yeah.
He's on the roll.
Oh, there you go.
Goodness. Dreadful.
Jen.
Dreadful.
We don't want to know, Jen. We don't want to know.
Wait for John.
Everyone's bloody winning.
8 out of 10 for
Anyway.
Jen.
Yeah, well,
Jen,
I got 4 4s with me.
Jen, you really need to be on Brindy's quiz team. Brindy would really appreciate you being on her quiz team for it. It's only once, it's just a one-time thing, and then they have to go and find another teammate. So, if you can do that, Brindy would love to hear from you. Right, let's crack on, folks. Let's get on to our next. What's the story? Well done, Mark.
Yeah.
Well done. John.
Right. Let me just we'll just find my...
So this one was a bit more light-hearted than the death penalty.
Well, on a scale of seriousness, it's not quite, at that political level.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I need to just... Oh, where's it gone? It's how it's worded. It needs...
Must be clear skies tonight. Hezzy's saying great moon in Thornton tonight.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
assuming he means the white thing in the sky and not someone streaking down the street.
Right.
Well,
So
you never know.
Could happen.
this particular one has come from an amazing source again. It does happen to be Lorraine, my bar staff. So when she suggested this to me, I thought, wow, that is an amazing question. So, what's everyone's thoughts? Are oranges named orange because they're orange, or is orange called orange because oranges are orange?
What is the answer I need
Mark,
to know?
This is killing me now.
We had this as a quiz question.
I'm pretty sure that orange fruit came first.
Yeah.
I think. It came afterwards, but I might be wrong. It must have been.
But then the question is, did we call orange the colour based on the fruit?
I think orange was already
Which would make
called
sense.
fruit.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
The fruit came.
Thank you.
Why have we got an orgy going on in there? What is going on?
Thank you, Edgy.
Fight.
Right.
John, you'll need to request another vodka, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Thank you, Edgy, for subbing, gift subbing to Great Scott.
I saw it.
So really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Good man.
And welcome, Great Scott. We have increased our emotes, so we're at our maximum at the moment. So we've got all 3 in, which is good. So you get to use the emotes in the chat. I'm with you, Mark. I think this is the fruit came first, obviously. But did you know, a lot of our English language, didn't it come from, you know, French and German? So did they call it like orange or something? You know,
Orange.
yeah, I don't know.
Monsieur.
Yeah. So then we've just kind of, you know, copied that and just went, oh, it's orange. You know, so it's a language thing, isn't it? I think the colour is named after the fruit. Do you know the answer to this, John?
No,
or is this just a chuck
just
it in? It's one of
it's
them.
a question that's got the word orange in it 12 times.
Yeah. Goodness me. Right, let's call it there then. Oh dear. People can have sleepless nights on that one.
Yeah, I will.
Grand. Let's crack on because we're kind of at our time. So let's call it. Cheers, guys. Thanks, John.
Right, boys. Haven't you got homes to go to?
Okay, so thanks, folks, for joining us and saying hi in the chat. Thanks for keeping the chat going. Really do appreciate it. We're really enjoying being on Twitch and doing these sessions. So
it's good fun.
It's nice to get, you know, live chat going and chatting with us, which is really nice.
It's better because everyone gets involved. That's what makes it special.
Yeah, it is. It's a different feel. When we were doing it on YouTube, we weren't talking with an audience. We just had ourselves, you know. So it's nice to have people in the chat that we can engage with. So thank you for taking the time to come and spend time with us and enjoying an hour. We'll be back next week. Mark was going to be on holiday, but we'll be back next week. And next week, I might see if I can keep my dad here for the evening. So we might have to just kind of scooch up, and he might be sat next to me. So my dad.
Bring him down here, Neil. Bring him down.
Oh, he could sit down there with you, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send him down the pub.
And we can get him really drunk as well. all these subscriptions.
Yeah, just say to him,
by the way, Colin,
there's another shot. Yeah, you need to drink that one for us.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Neil?
So he's up on Saturday. This is his first time up since March last year.
Yeah.
So he's you know, he's not seen his grandkids, you know, and things. So he's really looking forward to it. We'll be down your place, John, probably Saturday night or Sunday. We'll be in Sunday and have a roast as well. So yeah, really looking forward to having him up because I've not seen him. He's not seen us. I've not had my, you know, in this whole pandemic thing, having your family around you, you know, to kind of support you or talk with, or, you know, and be there, you know, it will have been a support, you know. You know, for me, you know, I do feel a bit kind of isolated up here, you know, with my family in Somerset and stuff and things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to him coming up. So that would be nice. Just to say, I'm wearing my SummerSlam WWE t-shirt. This is the fake t-shirt that I bought because it wasn't the official merch. So that was my other rant. I don't know if you caught that one. But they've all gone to live audiences. So there's no more digital screens at the Thunderdome.
So, and that's what I was trying to ask you earlier. Were you on Cash in the Bank last week?
No, that was live audience.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
So you've been picked out.
So no more screens for me. I was really enjoying being on the screens. It was free. It was late at night, you know, but you're watching, you know, live, and you're on the screen, and you can wave and thumbs up and count to two, and you know, slam, you know, and counting and all, you know, you're playing along with it all. It was great fun, and I enjoyed it. So from, you know, when people say, what do you remember of the pandemic? You know, I'll probably say, I watched a lot of wrestling. So, but it was nice. It was good. But it's so nice to see a crowd, you know, cheering on and like just seeing the audience, you know, because suddenly you realise how much you miss that audience in WWE. So it's nice to see them back. So yeah, it was Money in the Bank. Ladder match. Great few matches on that. It was a good pay-per-view, but I think partly because it had a crowd, and SummerSlam's normally an outdoor, an outdoor stadium, so SummerSlam's going to be amazing, but just shows that in the same way that we're having big stadium events, that that America is on the right track as well. They must be, because they're able to do them. So,
well, even the Grand Prix the weekend, it was good seeing the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Hearing the crowd, you could hear them over the cars. It was good.
Yeah. I did wonder. I might be wrong. I thought I caught a glimpse of Ryan.
No way.
I'll have to go back and watch it again, but I'm sure I'm sure I saw Ryan. So he'll have to watch it and just see if he can spot himself, because he'll know where he was, and things. But I'm sure I caught a little glimpse of him. Right. Join us next week, folks. Twitch at 8:30 on Wednesday. We'll take this episode now, pop it onto YouTube for 5 o'clock on Friday. So it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So Fridays was our usual YouTube time. So for those that have missed it, or those that are on YouTube, thanks for watching and viewing on there. So we do appreciate it. If you want to come and join us on Twitch, we do it live, and you get to chat with us. So do that. There you go. I think that'll do us. Cheers, guys.
Thank you everyone again for joining us.
Stick around, folks. Is Brindy back in the chat? Is Brindy available? Brindy could do our let me just see this. This Monday night is quiz night. So the monthly quiz is great fun, and it's on Free Willy's channel. So Brindy can just do us a couple of cheers, Edgy. Thank you so much, Edgy, for popping in. If we can get a shout out for Free Willy. Free Willy's channel Monday evening is the great big quiz, monthly quiz, and the team members, or the team leaders, or the team captains is Brindy and Rob Powell. Both we've had on our football streams. So they're the team captains. They get to choose their teammates, and they go against for this big quiz on Free Willy's channel. So we'll do that. Stick around afterwards. We'll go and raid somebody, but we'll sign off here. So we'll play the end credits. Stick around afterwards, and we'll do a raid. So cheers, guys. We'll catch you next week. Cheers all. Ta-da.